Alright, now let's get on and finish the front shell now. So first things first, we're gonna create that cutout in here, but before we begin I want to tell you guys I actually fixed the front shell. As I said, I wasn't gonna fix it. It wasn't really going to cause any problem. It wasn't going to do anything, but I decided to actually fix it. So if you guys actually fixed it too, then great job. But I'm not gonna make a video on fixing that. You can see it's now following that blueprint line much better. But I'm not gonna show you guys how I did it. You can do it on your own and try to fix it. But I actually took each of these vertices on the side here, scaled them in the appropriate Z and X and Y axes until they all fell on the line. So I took it like from here to this vertex right here, scale it in the Z like this, and then in the X and then in the Y to fall on the blueprint line. Then I took the next one the same way and moved these vertices around to follow things a little bit more. That was all I did really, but I'm not gonna show you guys in a video how I actually did it, so that will be up to you. Now before we get started, let me just apply the shrink wrap again, just so everything is on the surface nicely. Alright, so let's begin. I think this is the front, the front fenders? Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this one, I'm going to press Shift and D, okay. I'm going to take, first off, let's go in here, let's re-enable this and let's bring back the front shell guide. Okay, we want to change the name of this because we're going to rename one of the guides as front shell guides. So let's change the name to, I don't know, maybe front shell plain, let me see, plain guide, because it looks like a plane. So yeah. Alright, so with that done, we're going to take this one out. There's two of them there now. Alright, so just take one of them and let's change the name to front shell guide, like that. So with that done, we're going to move that one into the guide meshes, and we're going to take this one now, this front shell over here. Let me just hide this one. We're going to take this one, okay. So I hit the one in the guide meshes. Let's hide the whole guide mesh collection. Now let's go in here and let's go into front view. The first thing we're going to do, let's go into wireframe, is to take this one. We're going to create that separation in the middle here. So I'm going to press Ctrl and B to bevel this very nicely. Now before we actually do that, let me take all of this, okay, because you can see the line is pretty much a little jagged. I don't want that, so I'm going to create my own line. I'm going to create my own cutout. So I'm going to use the knife tool. I'm going to start over here and cut it from here all the way to here, and from here all the way to the top is pretty much straight to here, and from here to this side too is pretty much straight. So like that, I'm going to take all of these and dissolve it. Alright, so that should be pretty straight now. So I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to press Ctrl and B to bevel it nicely like that. It's a pretty big gap, so let's try to make it as big as we can, but not too big, something like that, and let's delete the faces. So let's take a look at that. Alright, so I think that is pretty much what we have. So let's add in a shrink wrap real quick. So I'm going to change it from, okay, so front shell guide, where is it? Front shell guide. And let's put off this, let's enable it. Alright, so that is looking great so far. Yeah. Now over here, I think I want to move things around a little bit. You can see it's not looking so great. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me just, come on. I'm trying to undo everything to back where I beveled. Yeah, so right here. And I'm going to move, I'll zoom in over here. I'm going to take all of these and press G twice. I'm going to slide it back to somewhere here. And let me see. Is that good enough, or do I need to slide it a little bit more? I think that is good. Yeah, so that is good. Let's move on down here too and make sure. Okay, so down there actually looks alright. We don't really need to do anything else there. So let's bevel this now. I'm just getting to front view, make sure I'm beveling it the right amount. So Control and B, bevel to right there, and delete the faces like that. So let's change this to front shell guide, and let's bring this in here. Alright, so that is looking great so far. Alright, so let's begin with this. Let's get on into front view. I'm going to take this, press Ctrl and I to hide everything. Let's go into wireframe. Let's go in here. So I'm going to create this area around here. Now before we begin, let me get rid of all of these edge loops. Do I need to? Okay, I don't really need to, but let's take all of these ones. Alright, all of these, and let me end it right here. Let me put one close to the end right here. Okay, so I'm going to take all of these from here to here, excluding this one, and let me see, maybe these ones as well, or not, I'm not so sure. Yeah, let's add those as well, and yeah, so let's delete the vertices like that. So yeah, delete the vertices just like that. Let's go in here, and I want to slide things around a little bit much better like that. Right, so we have how many vertices here? We have let me move this around as well, just to make things look much nicer. Yeah, so that is much better. Alright, so how many vertices do we have in here? We have, let me see, we might actually have too much vertices, or yeah, it's enough. How many vertices do we have? Let me see. We have 32 vertices. Alright, so let's try to make things, try to put the vertices that go around here to be 32. Okay, so let's try using the Shift and D method. Let's duplicate this and let's scale this down to about here, and let's try moving things around to follow the whole thing very nicely, and try to match them with the appropriate vertices they need to be with. So you can see this should match with this along the way. Try to make it look much better, so you can see what I'm doing here. Let me put one in here, and I'm going to dissolve this one. Alright, so I'm just going to press G, move this over here, G, move this over here. Let's see, I'll press G, move this over here, G, move this over here, and move this over here. So you can see what I'm trying to do. Just moving things around to match with the blueprint right here. Alright, so just do that for yourself and try to get things as close as you can in your own as well. So I'm just going to move things around to have the black line fall in the middle of the blueprint line, like that. That is what I'm trying to achieve, to get the blueprint line, the actual line to follow the blueprint line nicely. And you can see it's coming out pretty nice. So I'm just going to add one up here and put one more over here as well. So I'm just going to move this over here and move it up so we can have more definity with that area. So let's take all of those and let's press W and choose bridge edge loops. I think I saw it here the other time. Where is it? I can't find it. Alright, so just type in bridge in a search area, and then just just select bridge edge loops to bridge that whole area nicely like that. Alright, so that is looking great so far. I'm going to take all of these and let me get to the front view. Okay, and let me bring back in the guide meshes. Let me see, what is this? Front fenders. Yeah, so in the guide meshes, which is this one, we're gonna bring back is it the front shell guide? No, yeah, the front shell guide. Let's bring that back and let's enable the guide meshes. So we're gonna change this to face. I think it's already on face, so snapping elements, the project individual elements should be enabled as well. And press G and hold Control and press Enter to move it onto the surface. Alright, so let's hide that back again. Let's hide the guide meshes. Let's see how that looks. So you can see it's looking great so far. It's looking amazing. Let me get in here, let me see. Alright, this is looking great, but I'm seeing something weird over here. I don't know why that is happening. Probably because let me see, let me take a look at the guide mesh. This one is on level 2, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so let's increase that to 4 instead of 2. Or maybe even 5. I don't know if that is a good idea. Let's just keep it at 4. Let's keep it at 4. Like that. So, yeah, remove the shrink wrap as well. And let's hide that again. So, hide the guide meshes. Alright, so that should fix that problem. As you can see, it did. Alright, that is looking good. Okay. That is looking fantastic. So, yeah, we're going to add one more loop cut in the middle. To this side like this. Okay, just put one in the middle like that. With that done, let's take all of this and let's go into front view. I'm going to press F. I'm going to insert the face a little bit. So just press I to insert the face just a little bit to about somewhere here. Doesn't matter if it goes beyond the blueprint line, just something small like that, and press X and delete the faces. Alright, so that's looking great so far. Okay, let's be quick with this. So let's go in here now. I'm going to go into front view. In total, again, we have how many vertices? How many vertices? 33. So this time we have 33. Is there any way we can keep this at 32 instead? I'm not sure. Let me see. Maybe we might actually be able to. Why can we dissolve an edge loop? Let's dissolve the one in the middle here. So I'm going to dissolve that one. And I'm going to take all of these. Press W. Let's take all of those edges. Okay, so these edge right here all the way to the bottom of these ones. I'm going to take all of them all the way to the back. I'm going to use the loop tools on it and choose space like that. So that should help a little bit. Yeah. So let's go in here now. We should have 32 vertices now. Alright. So we're going to press Shift and A and add in a circle. By default, it should be 32. So here it is. 32 vertices like that. Just add it in and let's go to the mirror and disable clipping for now. Where is it? So disable clipping. And let's scale this down. If you don't disable clipping, it will clip right at the center, which means you can scale down your circle. So make sure that clipping is disabled. Alright, so let's put up the shrink wrap for now until we are able to size this up to match the circle here. So I'm going to press G, try to put it in the center to about here. Alright, so that should be pretty good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the top view and let's get into wireframe. So I'm going to share this in the X axis until we have something like, I don't know, something like this. I don't know if that is too much or not, but yeah, it might be too much. So listen, because you can see the space in here is pretty big. Okay, so that space should be big over here as well. So let's share this a little bit more in the X. So let me see somewhere around here. Let me pull it back in the Y axis. So I'm not sure, but once we fill in the faces, we'll be able to know how that looks like. Let me get into the front view. Yeah. So let's just bridge the edge loops right now. So let me go into vertex select mode. Take all of these, press W. I don't know if bridge edge loops is here now. I could swear the other time we saw it in here, but now it's not there anymore for some reason. Alright, so just press space and type in bridge edge loops and bridge the edge loops like that. So yeah, I was pretty sure it was gonna look pretty bad, and yeah, I was right. So let me see. You can see it's not looking too great. But yeah, I think it's looking kind of okay. Oh no, let me take a look at this side. Okay, so it's pretty close to the edge right here. Okay, so let's try pulling it out a little bit, like that. Let me see the top. Alright, let me just share this a little bit more. So let me just share this a little bit more, like this. And I'm going to pull it in a Y. Pull it back just a little bit like that. Okay, let's rotate this in a Y. Try to make things a little bit more rounded. Oh, okay, I think I know what is causing the problem. Let's get onto the side view. We have to share this on the side as well. Okay, that is what is causing the problem. So let's share this on the side as well, to somewhere like that. Aha. So that helped a little bit. Let me see how that. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it out just a little bit like that. Let's move it out just a little bit more to about there. Yeah, so that should be pretty much better. Let me add this in again, E and then F, and add one more in the middle here, E and then F, and move that close in like that. Alright, that should be good. That should be good, I'm sure. So now let's move on to this side. Let's go into wireframe, into edit mode, and let's get into front view. So what we're going to do now is to add in the ones that go around here. Let me just press Ctrl and R3 here, press E and then F. I'm going to put that on this line right here. So yeah, just press G twice and slide this down to about here, and let me see. So we're going to take all of these, press X and delete the vertices. Nice. Okay, so what next? I'll just take this one, I'll move it in the Z axis to here, press G twice here, and I'll just slide things around a little bit. You can see what I'm pretty much doing. I'm going to add one more through the middle here. I'm going to slide things around, bring this down here, slide this here, and then slightly up to there. Do the same thing over here. Let's take all of these and pull them onto the blueprint line. Nicely like that. Each and every single one. We move these around as well. I'm going to press Ctrl and R3 here. Leave it in the middle. I'm going to move it in the Z axis. Move this down here as well. I'm going to take this, move this down, and let me take all of these, okay, up to the middle here. I'm going to move that down as well. Alright, so you can see that is looking great. That came out really nicely. Let me get over to the front view. We're going to take all of these now. I'm going to press F. I'm going to insert the faces just a little bit like that. Press X and delete. No, hold up. Insert the faces again a little bit like that, and let's enable or disable boundary so it goes all the way to the right like that, to the left like that, and let's press X and delete the faces. Alright, now let's take a look. Okay, so that is looking great so far. Let me get to front view now. Let's add in supporting edge loops on the side here. So let me just press Ctrl and R3 here, press E and then F. This is for solidification, okay? I'm only adding this in so we can solidify the whole thing without problems. Alright, so that is looking great. Let me get up here. I'll add one in here as well, like that, and one also in here, like that. Also in here, like that. And finally here, like that, for solidification. Alright, so with that done, I'm going to go into edit mode. I'm going to take all of these. I'm going to press E and then Y, extrude it in the Y axis a little bit like that. Press E and then Y again, a little bit more, and E and then Y all the way in. Press Ctrl and plus 2 times. And let's remove this from the vertex group. So just click on remove to remove it. And I think we need to remove this one as well. So remove all of them, like that. And let's put one more in the middle here. And let's assign that. Nice. Alright, so I'm just going to press G twice and send it a little bit away from it to about here. And that should give us that nice rounded area like that. So let's take all of these and let's remove it again nicely. Let's take all of this. Let me dissolve it first, okay? I'm going to take all of these here. Let me just press, let me get to front view. Let me press G twice, right? Press E. And I want to move it out just a little bit like that. So you can see I just moved it out a little bit. I'm going to add one more in here and assign it. So yeah, that should be looking good now. Okay, so that looks great. Now let me see what we can do about this side. I think this side we'll leave it for the solidify to take care of it. Now everything else is looking great. So yeah, that should do it for the front shell for now. We will be adding the solidify once we finish this whole area over here, the grill and the sign and the these lines in the middle here. Once we finish all that, we'll add the solidify to this piece here. So I'll see you guys in the next video.